She brings wealth and health to her audience by tackling hot topics around substance use disorder, mental health and wellness. Her mission, vision, and goal are to help you heal from your past trauma, inspire you to transform your body, mind, and soul so you can live your best life. Your board-certified psychiatric mental health doctor, nurse practitioner, trauma care maestro, and media analyst, your life ambassador, best-selling author, TEDx talk speaker, CEO of Pool of Bethesda Psychiatric Health in Arizona. Let's all welcome Dr. Princess Fumi Hancock.
Welcome back to Bloom. During Men's Health Month, men are urged to get a physical, stay on top of their heart health, and check their prostate health. But what about mental health? Many men silently suffer with conditions like anxiety and depression brought on by society's standards and norms, and it's time they seek help for it. So says our next guest. She is psychiatric mental health doctor of nurse practice, Dr. Fumi Stephanie Hancock. Welcome to Bloom, Doctor.
Thank you so much for having me.
Our pleasure. In your experience, Doctor, why do you find that many men are afraid to get help for their mental health?
Oh my goodness. Let's start with this. Nearly 1 in 10 men experience depression and anxiety, according to a poll that was recently done by National Center for Health Statistics. Men do not want to go out there because we have this stigma out there that says men do not let them see you cry. Men do not cry. So because of that, a lot of stigma that is out there, men do not want to seek help. Besides, men, they are leaders in their homes. And so some do look at it as a sign of weakness, and because of that, they do not seek help.
Well, in my opinion, and I'm sure you share it, it's actually the opposite. Giving yourself what you need is good for you and your family. So what do you think are some ways that men can get help for their mental health?
Well, number one, all of our communities do have psychiatric providers like myself. So it's important, and the cool thing about the time that we're living right now is because you do have telepsychiatry, where you don't have to walk into a front door for anybody to see you. You can easily, right from your home, make that call and talk to a psychiatric provider like myself. The other things that you could also do is, if you have a close friend that you can talk to, it is always nice to really let people around you know what you're going through. You might not be able to tell your wife, you might not be able to tell your sister, but I bet there's a friend that you could tell about what's going on with you.
What are some of the signs that it may be the right time to seek help?
Wow. Okay, so many people talk about racing thoughts. Some people have, if you are a man and you have racing thoughts, if you have difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep, that might be a telltale sign. If you are sad and don't want to talk to anybody, you're shutting yourself down, or perhaps you have so much about racing thoughts, flight of ideas, even suicidal ideation. Would you believe it? This is what is going on out there now. You have a lot of men that are angry and then have suicidal thoughts, but there's nobody to tell. So that they're kind of angry and irritated and agitated. These are telltale signs that you have problems going on.
What do you say to the man who maybe is feeling the way that you just described, but is skeptical about getting help? Is there hope? Can this really work for them?
Wow, there is hope. There is always hope for anything. We look at the pandemic that we're just coming out of. My goodness, the things that our kids, our teenage boys, the older ones, the men have been through has just been incredible. And the fact that they're still here shows that there is help. Okay, there is help out there. When they reach out to organizations like NAMI, you could see literally on their websites people that are really getting help for depression. In my practice, I see it every day. Sometimes it takes psychotherapy. Most times it takes just chemical imbalance up there, being able to help them with the chemical imbalance. I often say that medication helps, right? It helps with the chemical imbalance, but psychotherapy maintains that which is being taken care of with the medication. So there's always hope out there. There's always help out there. It's just a question of just making that decision and reaching out and seeking that help.
What are some resources that can help us make that decision? Because I assume that finding the right therapist, it has to be a good fit for it to be a good experience, right?
Yes. Oh my goodness, absolutely. Particularly when you're talking about psychotherapy, that is very intimate. Even when you talk about medication management, a lot of people that come to me, they go on websites, like Psychology Today, they go on website there to just see. The cool thing about it is, even if you Google and just say counselors out there, or you Google and say a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner in your area, you get a chance to look at pictures of the people you're talking about. Right. You get a chance to look at their backgrounds like myself, and then you make that choice. Pick 2 or 3 that feels like maybe not to you. Reach out to them, talk with them, and really see if the fit is there, because we're talking about mental health after all.
Exactly.
If you don't have that good fit, that's not going to help you.
All right. Doctor, appreciate your time. And for more information, visit pobpsychiatry.com.
Thank you for listening to Tear the Veil with Dr. Fumi. We hope you have enjoyed being a part of today's show and that we have helped you in shining. For further information, you can visit us at drfumiPsychdNP.com and pobpsychiatry.com.